Hello and welcome back to SSB Crack Exams. I am Anuradha, and in this particular session I am going to show you some more personal life questions related to your SSB personal interview. So these questions are the most commonly asked questions by the interviewing officer, and these are the questions that we have collected recently from the candidates who have went for their SSB interview. So in this session we are also going to talk about the different tips that you need to improve in order to perform your very best in the personal interview. So let us know what are these tips which you can use to excel in the SSB personal interview. First of all, since the questions would be related to your personal life, you should know yourself through introspection. So self-introspection is very, very important. Know anything and everything about yourself. Pen down the different number of questions that can be asked about you and prepare these questions accordingly. Okay, and you may jot it down and prepare accordingly. Keep a check on the basics including dressing code, body language, eye contact and so on. Since this will show that you are confident and whatever you are speaking about your personal life are quite detailed as per you and that you are speaking correctly, frankly and truthfully. Be confident and bold. So whatever you are saying, be confident, be bold and do not feel nervous. Because even if you're giving truthful answers and you feel nervous, the interviewing officer may think that you are not speaking the truth. Prepare current affairs, and it's very, very important. So you can read newspapers or watch TV news, or you can also watch our daily current affairs and defense updates live classes, which take place every morning regularly. Make sure your answers should be crisp, precise and convincing ones. So listen to the questions which will be asked to you about by the interviewing officer and answer them to the point. Don't beat about the bush. Don't give unnecessary explanations or justification for your answer unless it is asked of you. So you need to be very short, precise, crisp and convincing. Listen to the questions of interviewing officer first. Do not be in a hurry to answer the question. Please remember, it's not a race that how fast you can answer the question. It's about how correctly, how precisely and how truthfully you answer them. And how precisely, how correctly and truthfully you answer them. So listen to the questions and then only understand it and answer it. Be cheerful and enthusiastic. Wearing a light smile on your face shows your confidence and liveliness. So no matter how nervous you are feeling, how stressful you are feeling, always be energetic and cheerful. Keep a lively demeanor and keep a light smile on your face. This will also have a positive attitude, a positive vibe which the interviewing officer can feel. Be your original self. Mention true things about you, but do not be over frank with the IO. So sometimes the interviewing officer may even tell you things which make you feel like ये तो बहुत कुछ जानता है and he wants to know about me, तो इनके साथ मैं थोड़ा frank हो जाता हूँ. Don't ever think about it like that, okay? Maybe he wants you to put your guard down and tell things which you should not say. So it's okay. It's important that you are truthful, that you frankly tell things about your own life, but don't be over frank and start treating the IO as a friend or your therapist. Now that you have understood all the tips in order to inculcate in yourself and excel in SSB personal interview, it's important that we discuss some most frequently asked questions related to personal life that can be asked in your SSB personal interview. So let's see what are they. Okay, so the question can come, how have you prepared for SSB? So here you should not only talk about the different testing procedures that you have practiced like OIR, PPDT or psychological test or the group discussion or whatever. You should also talk about the improvements that you have been able to achieve in your personality. So talk about communication skill, talk about your body language, or talk about the confidence level. Okay, talk about the anxiety level if you have. Okay, so you should also talk about the different personality improvements that you have done. Which test have you performed best in during your SSB? So here you can a very straightforward answer, and for that again do not be confused like okay I've tried performing best in this one also, that one also. You should answer only one activity that you think you have performed best, and for that again you need a thorough self introspection, which is again he or she will look into it. What is your career plan if you get rejected this time? So always have a plan B, and this is very important. Having a plan B is not a bad thing. It's not that if you say that I have a plan B, it shows that you don't want to get into defense. So it will show that you are having a backup support also, and it's not, defense is not the end of your life, right? So even if you're not getting recommended, it's not that you'll end your life or something. So you should have a career plan or a backup plan at your back if you get rejected. And if this question is asked, please take it sportingly and answer it. Don't try to reject it by saying, no, how can I get rejected, I have prepared so much, and so on. So take it sportingly and answer it. Okay, tell me something about the selection center and city. So make sure what city you are going to, know something about the selection center and the city that you are going to attend SSB, because they can ask you about what you know about the city. Have you ever visited? What do you think? Or after this SSB, do you plan to roam around the city and see something, what you wish to see and all? So just try to know some and the other culture, tradition, heritage about the city. Right? Tell me about a situation where you have used your biggest strength. So you should be able to talk about this situation. ऑल्सो टॉक अबाउट द रीसेंट सिचुएशन. ऐसा ना हो कि बिल्कुल बचपन में 2-3 साल की उम्र में या 5 साल की उम्र में आपने कोई इंसिडेंट बता दिया. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. शुड बी अ रीसेंट वन. ओके, विद इन 3 to 4 years or maximum 5 years. Who is a role model and why? So talk about the role model that you have. Make sure the role model that you mention, you know everything about that person. It may not happen कि आपने अपना रोल मॉडल बता दिया लेकिन उनके बारे में कुछ नहीं पता, या फिर क्यों उनको पसंद करते हो आप, क्यों वो आपका रोल मॉडल है, वो आप आंसर नहीं कर पाओ. ऐसा ना हो. So know about the person you want to consider as your role model. Tell me about the social services you have done in your life so far. So the social services can be like helping your friends, also helping the poor, needy, whatever. Okay. Now, what are your weaknesses and what have you done in the previous months to overcome that? So this you should be able to answer very, very importantly. Again, the weaknesses should be related to your personality traits. Okay, so what are the different personality wise weaknesses you had? What are the things that you are doing to improve? That also you should mention. What are the 7 sisters, their capitals and CMs? So again, this is related to the knowledge, your knowledge about our country. What are qualities you will look for in your future partner, in case you said that you don't have a girlfriend or boyfriend? So you should mention qualities, okay, at least 5 to 10 qualities that you would like to see in your future partner. Okay, and make sure you don't shy when you're talking about your future partner. Okay, because you have to take all these questions in a matured way. Do you smoke or drink? If so, then why? Even after knowing that they are deadly. So again, you should give at least a strong or valid point to it. What will your parents, friends, siblings, teachers tell me about you? So this is what their perspective is. So the IU will want to know, according to your parents or friends or siblings or teachers, what are your strengths, your weaknesses? So you make sure you're also preparing your strengths and weaknesses from different persons' perspective. What motivates and demotivates you? Again, you should prepare this very thoroughly. Prepare good answers for it. How do you overcome demotivation? So how do you overcome it? So you could give many activities, like anything that you love doing, anything constructive, productive, or meditation, things like painting, singing, dancing, hanging out with friends, and so on. Right. Now tell me about the biggest thing in your life that you are proud of. Again, you should talk about this very constructive recent incident. You should be specifically mentioning what is your biggest fear in life. Now this question we have asked to many students, and many students have talked about some fear that they have never faced in life. So many of them, I could remember, I could give you an incident here, and a student said that I am very much afraid of ghosts. Okay, and he or she has never even encountered a ghost, or I mean, that what he or she fears. So don't talk about things that you have never faced in your life, right? So talk about the fear that you faced in your life. Also talk how you've overcome it, and if you face it in your life in future, how will you deal with it? Okay. When did you decide to join defense forces, and what have you done to prepare yourself for the forces? Again, it should be very crystal clear. You should know the date, not the date, sorry, you should know the age, the thing that has motivated you to join defense, and what have you done since then to prepare yourself for the service. This you have to be clear about. Do you watch porn? Why so? Again, tricky questions like this can come. Again, you can be frankly answering this question, or if you don't want to, I would suggest you don't go with it, because again, things can get complicated. If you're not correctly or frankly answering the question, there can be a question mark. How are you different from others? Give me some reasons to select you. Again, here you have to talk about basically your strengths and your unique qualities, which you think that is the best qualities in you. Okay, you should talk about unique qualities, how you are different from others. Okay, tell me about the qualities you like and dislike in both of your parents. So here again, you have to talk about strengths and weaknesses of your parents. Very important. And don't say, I love my parents, they are God to me, so they don't have weaknesses. Okay, it can't happen. We are all human beings. So please do proper observation, research, and prepare this answer. Okay, because don't give these kinds of dumb answers, because these are not acceptable. Right now, I hope that the session was quite useful to you, and these are some of the most frequently asked questions that have been recently also asked in the SSB personal interviews. And if you want to know more about these questions, how to prepare yourself for a personal interview, what to do, what not to do, we have already provided a lot of lectures and study materials for your benefit inside the course. So what you need to do is get yourself enrolled into our SSB interview course, which is the best course in the entire market. And you need to get yourself enrolled into it by downloading our SSB Crack Exams learning app from the Google Play Store. While you're getting enrolled into this course and you have already into the course, you'll find SSB personal interview section where you'll see a lot of lectures here and study materials also for your benefit, so that you learn and adapt these things. Okay. Now, if you want to go for the SSB interviews one after the other lined up throughout the year, you can also take a 1 year full access to this course and keep yourself repeatedly updating and improving and yourself on the loop while you go and attend the SSB interview. Also, if you're preparing for any other written defense exams, we have courses for them as well available on our app. So check these courses out, and if you want to get yourself enrolled into any course, use the code warrior10 to get an extra 10% off on any of these courses. So I hope the session was quite useful and important for you. I will see you next with something more informative and interesting related to SSB interview preparation. Till then, stay tuned with us and always stay positive and motivated. Jai Hind.
अगर आप एक डिफेंस एस्पिरेंट हैं और एसएसबी इंटरव्यू, एनडीए, सीडीएस, एफकैट जैसे एग्जाम्स के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं, तो आप SSB क्रैक एग्जाम्स के कोर्स को चेक करना ना भूलें। आप हमारी लर्निंग एप्लीकेशन को गूगल प्ले स्टोर से भी डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं।